Hello, trying to find out what's going on. Okay, there was a bit of a glitch, sort of like it just hooked. Oh my goodness, today is always sort of like an emotional day for me. 14th of April, 2014, the unimaginable happened, and no one really imagined that you will have something like people stolen, taken away, but it did happen. And sadly, we still have 96 of them still in captivity. They've not been brought back. And it's so crazy, really. It's really an absolutely such a crazy thing to think that the fact that 276 schoolgirls taken away was not enough to bring a nation together and for them to just simply make demands for girls that had been taken away to be brought back. I see a lot of where Nigeria is at today as a result of all of that happened. Really, I see that, and it is such a crazy thing. It is such an unbelievable thing, and it's really something else. Honestly, it really is something else, and just can't just can't even wrap my mind around what people have had to go through, see. um, it's just really something else. It's just really something else. It really is. And it is just crazy. It's just so crazy and unbelievable, and the fact that you're like, okay, what's going on, and stuff like that. Well, there's someone who is trying to Mogo Day, Collins Abe, up there. They will remain the same, but it's their right to be brought back. I think that's the part that people really don't understand. Just put yourself in their place and imagine that you were in captivity, and then someone is saying that, oh, if they bring you back, will you remain the same? Also, they should just leave you there.
Oh
And
boy, I did live.
hello,
Hello,
hello, good morning.
good morning.
Well, you're whispering, but we can't see you.
Hello.
Hello, how are
Yeah, I
you?
can see you.
Well done.
Fine.
Well done. How are you? How is everything?
I'm fine.
Good. So we are talking about
Good.
Chibok.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. About Chibok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good to join. I just joined and I'm happy to be live with you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for accepting me. My name is Alpha. Alpha the Great from Nasarawa
Alpha
State.
State. Well done. It's a pleasure having you this morning. Well done. How is everything?
Fine. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you.
Speaking from Nasarawa State.
Oh, that's fantastic. So how is the suit and all that? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alpha. Thank you so much for joining us. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
You too. Have a
Okay.
great week.
Yeah. Bye. Okay, that was Alpha the Great. So the thing is not. I get what you're saying, but what we must always refrain from that issue of trying to say, oh, why bring them? There are some people who have said, oh, they are better left there. There are some people who have said, oh, don't bring them or stuff like that. But that's not really the issue. We must remember that parents send their children to school, and these children didn't come back. In all of that, the Chibok girls' abduction brought out the most evilness in our society, honestly, where people couldn't feel empathy. They were more focused on all the shenanigans, conspiracy theories, political leanings. People were more interested in their political leanings than anything. There are people who will never speak about Chibok girls' abduction because of their political bias. They love the president that was there at that time. They will talk about every other abduction. They talk about they talk about Leah Shalibu, talk about all the other Dapchi girls, all of that abduction, but we never ever talk about Chibok's abduction. And then there are some who we talk about Chibok's abduction, but we never ever talk about Dapchi abduction. We never talk about Leah Shalibu just because of the political leaning. And this is a place where we found ourselves, and it's really something that honestly it's something that it's sort of like shameful in a way. It is really shameful, it is tragic, it is unbelievable that people can descend that that low. I remember one of the Chibok girl's parents saying that anytime she hear people say that the abduction was a lie, that she asks herself, does that mean that her 18-year-old daughter that she sent to school never existed? Because that's what it means. By saying the abduction is a lie, you're telling people whose children were taken away that their children never existed. Because they gave birth to children that went on to go to school. And those children didn't come back. And you're telling them the abduction is so that means their children also never existed. It was a lie. They never had those kids. The youngest of the girls that were taken away, she was 15 at that time, 15 in April. By June, she would have been 16. She was 15 at that time, taken away. Today, she's 24, about to turn 25. That's how you think about how much this has affected a lot of people and how much people's lives have been affected by this. It's almost 10 years. This is the ninth year of Chibok girls' abduction. 276 of them were taken away immediately, were taken away, were abducted from school, carried away, and 57 escaped immediately. They either jumped out of a moving vehicle or they ran away or one thing or the other. And that was how it went. And then, so at that time, we now have 219 Chibok girls in captivity. And for 2 years, they were all there. It was after 2 years and a month in May was when they found the first one, Amina Ali in Keki, when she ran, she was able to escape with a man so called, in quote, I don't even want to use with a man and a child. And then, there was the time people were saying to us, oh, the girls will never come back, they can't come back, forget about it, all of this, blah, 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 stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, you had that happen. It's just, it's just thinking about Chibok girls abduction is always something else. It's always something else. And just such a crazy thing. And after that, we've had 107 has been released, 16 has been rescued by military, and 96 are still missing. And the out of the recent one that were released by military, up to now they've not reunited them with their families. So it's like you left one abduction to come and join another abduction. It's actually crazy. There's something about this thing. I will restart this thing. I need to change. I think there's something wrong or whatever with uh, there's something not quite right. I'm going to restart the whole life thing, and restart it with another distant face. Just bear with me.